Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're watching another Hansen video about a creepy man who thinks he's meeting a little boy.
Not all the predators I catch are interested in young girls. Some, like this guy in the bright orange shorts, lust for young boys.
That is true. Like, I feel like whenever people think of predators, they think of older men going for younger girls. It could be a woman going for a girl, a woman going for a boy, or in this case, a man going for a boy.
And on this sunny autumn day, he's coming to meet a boy who he thinks just turned 13.
Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest, that doesn't look like a 13-year-old to me. That looks like someone who's like 18. But yeah, he basically thinks the kid is really young. That's the whole point of these videos. I love these videos because the predators always end up crying their eyes out. Also, he theoretically thinks that he's 12 because like he just turned 13. Anyways, let's get into the video.
His name is Jesse Velez. He's 28 years old.
Exactly, like he's 28, and usually whenever you think of a predator, you think of someone who's like 60. It can literally be a 28-year-old or even like a 25-year-old.
His screen name is Jose. He's engaged, and he's a general manager at a major sandwich shop chain.
All these predators are always in relationships, so it's like, first of all, he's doing that to a child, he's gonna get caught put into jail. But he's also cheating somebody, which is like even worse.
But Velez has something else planned for today's menu. Velez is the latest creep I've caught in our special investigative segment, Hansen versus Predator.
And that's what we're watching in today's video. Basically, we're gonna watch the predator get arrested and cry their eyes out. I think this is the first video I've reacted to where it's a man going after a boy. There probably is more like that out there, so let me know if you want to see me do more.
Tetrid posted a pic of a real 13-year-old boy on social media, hiding the boy's identity for his protection.
I wonder what apps they use, because they wouldn't use Grindr, would they? Because like obviously they can tell that's a child. But they use apps like Kick and Twitter. I'm gonna be completely honest, I used to go and Kick all the time whenever I was younger, and that app is crazy.
Within 20 minutes, Velez contacts the boy we're calling Jason. He tells Velez he's turning 13 in a week.
You okay that I'm younger?
Okay, so he now knows that the kid is 13. Oh my god, so this is literally right away that he knows it's a child. A lot of these predators think that they're gonna get away with it, but it's like they're just not. And the sad thing is, they've probably messaged other underage boys before.
Yes.
Like 13 years old younger? LOL?
Never chilled with a young guy before.
But what does he mean by chilled? Like, obviously he means something else. I've never chilled with a young boy before. I mean, the way he's going, he ain't gonna get any boy either way.
Velez describes in graphic detail the sex acts he wants to perform. He even sent a pic of his private part and asked the boy to send him nude photos. But if that isn't shocking enough, what he asks for next will make you sick.
What's he gonna ask for next? I don't even want to know, to be honest.
Come live with me, LOL.
You're kidding, right?
No, LOL.
How are you gonna explain a 12-year-old kid living with you?
I won't. No one won't find out.
Well, I mean, that's just not true because they'll always find out, and he got caught in the end. Also, this man's literally meant to be engaged. Like, where's the partner? I always do feel bad for the partners of these people because they never really know what they're up to. Like, imagine a family member, like your parents, turn out to be one of these creeps. I don't know, you could literally be one of them.
Velez doesn't know it, but there's no kid on the other end of the smartphone. It's really a woman named Lori.
I feel really bad for that woman because she probably has to go for a lot. Imagine your job is basically tricking people or luring people in to get arrested. And a lot of times they'll probably share like CP content between each other, and it's actually like heartbreaking.
Lori is one of the operatives working for Tetrid Corps. She's giving detectives the text messages she exchanged with Velez.
It really sucks that people have to do that, but I mean, at the end of the day, at least a predator's getting put behind bars. And the funny thing is that we can always laugh at them because they always make up the worst excuses ever.
In our control room, Lori receives word that Velez wants to nail down a date.
Okay, so he wants to go on a date. A date? I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest, if you've seen them two out in public, you probably think, oh, it's his little brother.
She briefs our on-site decoy, a 19-year-old drama student who is pretending he's 13.
Okay, let's be honest, he doesn't look 13, does he? Hansen could literally play a 13-year-old and it would be more believable. What about that looks 13? Like, I know 13-year-olds look grown up nowadays, but they don't look like that. That looks like an adult. I think I can maybe pass as a 16-year-old at the youngest, not a 13-year-old, and he certainly can. Okay, so the video kind of jumps a wee bit forward. Basically, this guy automatically goes to the date, and it's now the dating bit.
You hungry? Yeah. Where do you want to go? Doesn't matter to me.
Yet again, that just doesn't look like a 13-year-old, does it? It literally looks like a 19-year-old. Does Hansen use the same, like, people? Like, I swear in the video with the girl, like, it's always the same decoys. Maybe they, like, pre-record a load of them and then, like, use that decoy for, like, a season and then get a new decoy.
I'm not really hungry, I just ate. No. So you want to stay here?
No,
Not really.
Why doesn't he want to stay there? Do you reckon he knows that something is up? Like, he's looking at that man, he's probably going, you don't look 13. I just don't understand how he literally believed that that was a 13-year-old.
What do you want to do after? Want to hang out? Hang out?
You know.
Netflix? Chill?
This is gonna be a weird question, but you have your ID on you.
Oh, there we go. Have you got your ID in you? Would a 13-year-old have ID? I mean, to be fair, I did have a passport, but that was because I went on a skiing holiday. But I think a normal 13-year-old wouldn't have an ID, or if they did, they wouldn't know where it was.
Sorry, I'm only 13. My mom keeps that in her purse.
Who lives here?
Who lives here? Oh, I live here. Me, my mommy, and my daddy.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, it just doesn't make sense. Like, come on, Chris Hansen. I think I posted a video a week ago where like a 20-year-old stuck in like the body of an 8-year-old. They should have used her, she's so much more believable.
Uh-oh. Velez looks straight at one of our hidden cameras. The decoy moves into distraction mode.
Okay, so he's just pointed out a camera, he knows that something's up. This is the part that Chris Hansen's gonna come out and the man is gonna cry.
Did you want to come look at this? This right here. This is my dad made this.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, pretty cool. Want to come look at it?
He's completely frozen, like why is he not speaking? Have you ever like done something and you get caught doing it in school and you like just freeze, you don't know what to do, like you get that sick feeling in your stomach, it's such an awful like feeling. He's definitely going through that right now, like he can't say anything.
What Velez doesn't realize is that he's being moved into position for what will be the surprise of his life.
What's the surprise of his life gonna be? This Chris Hansen video wasn't very well put together. I think it's because it was meant to be like a date and it was very last minute. But in this next part, Chris Hansen confronts him.
What's happening?
Nothing.
What was your plan today?
Nothing actually, just to hang out.
Just to hang out?
Yeah.
With a 13-year-old boy?
I always love when he says that because they know in the back of their head, shit, I've been caught. I mean, I just think it's funny how they're like, yeah, we're just gonna hang out. Like, I might be like nearly 30, but I'm just hanging out here. He's been caught red-handed.
Who you sent a picture of your private parts?
No, I did it. I did.
Yes.
How can you not know if you sent like a photo of yourself to somebody? Don't get me wrong, there's been a few times where I've sent like a photo of my face in Snapchat when I'm very tired by accident. Has that ever happened where you take like a photo of yourself, just like your face, and then next thing you know it's up in your story? I think it's because I'm so used to posting stuff in my story that I kind of get into like the habit of doing it. I remember one time I posted like a video of like one of my teddy bears hanging upside down from like a door. I don't know why I done it.
Ugh. I didn't mean to do that.
Ooh, it was right.
Yeah.
I like didn't mean to do that. You obviously did because you ended up doing it. Either way, if it was an accident or not, you still done it. You can tell that he's really nervous, like he's proper freaking out in the inside.
I was
You've been
just
chatting with him on and off for weeks.
Yeah, I used to chat with like random people on and off. I'd hang out with them. Nothing's really sexual, to be honest.
Nothing sexual.
No.
And this is where Chris Hansen pulls out the screenshot. Chris Hansen is literally the yassified this you. Chris Hansen created this you before this you was a thing.
What's this?
Let me see. Oh my god, I did not know I even sent that. Ugh.
That's literally what I would do in school if I was caught doing something. If I was like caught not doing my work, I'd sort of be like, wait, what? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Like, oh. But obviously, like, I knew that I done it. And he's doing that exact thing.
Yeah, usually when I send a picture, like I have a bunch of pictures of me.
Right.
So I must have hit that, but I didn't even know why.
So this was just one big mistake.
Yeah, I pretty much, yeah.
That's what they always say. It was just one big mistake. Like, oh, I didn't know what I was doing. Oh, I didn't know that he was actually 13. I thought he was 18. I don't know why I'm here. I just love watching these videos. Also, this video was probably filmed in like 2006. So how many years ago was that? I think it was 16 years ago. So there's a high possibility this man's actually out of jail right now.
So you had a picture of yourself out and about town,
Because usually I
driving a
meet
car.
Yeah, like, usually
and
I
the
meet-
penis pic. Oh, by mistake, I hit the penis pic.
Yeah, because I didn't even know because I would even say like something afterwards, but I didn't even know I
I'm pretty sure a big bogey just shot out of my nose. I know I shouldn't be laughing at that, but it's just the way that Chris puts it into perspective. It really does flush all of his points down the toilet. He's like, oh, I didn't mean to do it. And Chris Hansen's like, well, you sent a photo of you in a car, you out in town, the photo of your willy.
What is for?
Honestly, I know it's for hookups. I really do know that, but I'm not all for that. I don't just meet people randomly and just start having sex with random people. That's not what I do.
I'm assuming the app is Grindr, and I won't lie, he is true with part of that. It is a dating app, but I just go on to speak to people because I get bored and I want compliments. I would never meet somebody off it, but I have seen people in my area who I know are under the age of 18 on it, and I've messaged them and I've been like, you need to get off this app. But if you ever do see someone like that, the best thing to do is just block them. Don't even like interact with them.
I just like to have company with me. I'm like kind of a, how you say, I never really had friends when I was younger.
Right.
I mean, yeah, like most people don't have friends, but that doesn't mean they turn into nonsense. Also, this man's literally meant to be engaged, so obviously he's got a partner. Why is it in a dating app full stop?
So I like to hang out with people, you know, you can get to know them a little bit. You know, that's about it. You know, I meet people from either 13, 17, 18, 30, even to their 40s, just to meet people and talk to them.
Wait, so he literally just said I've met like younger people. He's basically admitted that he's met people before. I've got a feeling he's just rambling, like he doesn't actually do that. I don't think he's actually ever met somebody. Or maybe he has, but he's just like making it out like, oh, I just hang out. But either way, he's just theoretically admitted to meeting younger people.
And how old are you?
I'm actually 27.
Not true. At the time of our confrontation, Velez had just turned 28.
It's a 1 year difference, but like it still is a difference. Oh my gosh, this silly man.
But you see how this looks. For you to come over and visit
I know,
that 13-year-old boy after
Yeah,
you
I-
sent him a picture.
I didn't realize I sent that, and even when I came here,
How did you not realize?
No, I understand where you're coming from, but even when I came here, even when I parked there, I was just like, oh, this is. Even when I sat there, I was like, yeah, this is the first time I did, like met someone at someone's house. I felt kind of nervous when coming to a house. Could you just say, what's me at a public place? So it's
He's just rambling now. It's like he's not making any sense whatsoever, is he? And also, he might have sent the photo, but he still like sent the messages. He still asked some questions, and he doesn't know that Chris Hansen knows that yet.
But that's why even when I came, I actually trying to park at that park for a while. I was in, I was like, I should not be going to this person's house.
But
I
you
never
did
really.
it.
Yeah, I did.
Why did you do it?
I just love how he's like, oh, I like sort of parked for a while, and then they just show a clip of him like completely walking in. He just is lying, and this is what they always do, and it's so funny.
You know, I hear that all the time.
Yeah,
It's my first time.
I'm sure. I'm
and
sure.
I
Yeah.
doubt that all the people who tell me it's their first time are telling the truth.
This is
I mean, you can say this is, so it might actually be your first time, but it's definitely going to be your last time.
honest to death.
So you're the first honest guy I've ever found.
This is the first
Coming to
time.
visit a
Well, no,
13-year-old boy.
this is the first time I met a young person that age. It's the first time ever in history.
Did he not say like a couple of minutes ago, oh, I've met like 14-year-olds, 17-year-olds? That's still theoretically underage. Wait, it's not theoretically, it is.
Remember, he sent graphic texts, including pictures of his private parts.
After you sent him a picture.
And I didn't realize I sent that. You can look at all my conversations. I did not realize I sent that kind of picture. Even when we were chatting, I never said, "Oh, hey, do you want to have sex?" Because that's just not the kind of person I am. I don't want to throw myself out there like that.
Well, I mean, that's not true because they literally just shoot us the messages. So yet again, you're taking yourself into a big hole. I love these videos, but like, they don't make videos like this anymore. Like, apparently this like got stopped like in the early 2000s or like before 2010. Obviously, like the clips look older, but like I want to see them do this again. These videos are really good. That sounds really bad, but like it really does show you how manipulative these people are. And the thing is, social media is even bigger now, so it's so much easier for people like this to get in contact with your kids.
But if you were his parents, are you going to be comfortable?
I have a 16-year-old friend. I do. Yes, I do.
That's a pretty big age gap
It is. It is. But
at this stage.
But you know what? But there's nothing wrong with that because to be honest, I have friends that are 16 to 30. We all hang out.
He just is digging himself into a bigger hole, isn't he? He's admitting he's got friends who are 16 after he's went to meet this 13-year-old. The sad thing is, like, a lot of like right-wing conservative people will look at this man and be like, oh, all gay people are like that. This is like 0.0001%. He's not even a man, he's like a predator, so he doesn't count. Like, it's not a gender thing. He just is that type of a person. I really hope that they don't be like, oh, all gay people are like this, they want to go after your young sons. That isn't what anyone's like.
But we all just conversate. I mean, there's so many similarities from all different people. It doesn't matter about age. You know, so some people look at it as more like a pedophile thing or something like that. But that's not what I am.
Well, I mean, that's just not true considering you literally went to meet him and asked him really weird questions, sent him photos. Also, he's literally bringing these things up so he knows in the back of his head what the true intentions were. And he's trying to like worm himself out of it. Also, it's probably not the best thing to say you've got something in common with a 16-year-old whenever you're 28. I can understand like looking out for people if they're a bit younger to do with like bullying, really hard stuff, but like it should be in like a formal environment, whether that's in like a school or like a youth club, not on dating apps.
You know, I don't go around looking for, 10-year-olds, 13-year-olds. No, that's not who I am.
I mean, he might as well just keep chatting because he's digging himself into a big hole and Chris Hansen's just letting him do it, and I love that. He's basically answering all the questions that Chris Hansen wants to ask him, but he doesn't realize he is.
You see how this looks.
Yeah. And I wasn't even gonna. Something told me don't walk through that door. I swear something told me do not.
Why'd
do
you
that
do
door.
it then?
I don't know. I wasn't gonna walk through that door. I really wasn't.
Well, I mean, you did in the end, so like either way, it doesn't matter if you wanted to do it or not do it. You still inappropriately like spoke to a kid.
Thank you for this actual experience, actually, because It's pretty interesting, actually.
I'm sorry, what? Does he literally think that he's on like a prank game show? Does he not realize he's literally committed a crime and after this was filmed, he's literally going straight to jail? This man is such a bad liar and he doesn't realize it. I also hate people who are like that. Like, I hate bad liars. Like, they pretend that they're telling the truth, but they just aren't, and you know, but like, oh. Also, yet again, I know we're like laughing at him and trolling him, but like, this is an actual real thing. Like, this is a serious topic.
Jesse Velez may be taking back his gratitude in just a few moments. He's the submarine sandwich-loving guy who tried to hook up with a 13-year-old boy and got caught.
Exactly, so why is he saying thank you? If anything, he should be pooing himself because he knows that he's probably going to jail. Do you reckon that's why he's acting like that? Like, I've got a feeling that's why he is.
We've been running an investigation
Okay.
called Hansen versus Predator.
Okay.
And I'm Chris Hansen.
Okay.
He doesn't really have much to say, does he? He keeps just saying okay. This is definitely the most entertaining one I've said because he just sounds stupid. Usually all the other ones pretend that like the person was 18 or like they didn't realize how young they were. But this man has basically just admitted that like he's friends with 14-year-olds. Like, it's weird.
And you've walked into it.
Okay.
So if there's anything else you want people to know...
I'm not a what? You're too scared to say I'm not a predator when you quite frankly are. I mean, yeah, it's good that he's gonna get arrested, but like, it's still sad that it happened. Like, oh, it's bittersweet.
I'm not, I'll just see little kids. I'm not. That's not who I am. That's not who I am.
Well, I mean, like, you're literally there to see a 13-year-old, so obviously you're telling porcupines. I'm telling you, if these people just kept their mouths closed, they would, like, do so much better. Like, they might actually avoid jail.
Can you take the cameras off me, please?
I can't at this point.
Can I leave?
You can leave right out there.
I mean, if he leaves, he's literally gonna get arrested. So there's no point, like, the camera being on him. Like, he literally stared at one in the first place. I don't understand it. Like, I feel so bad for his fiance.
But to be honest, I can't learn my lesson right now. I'm not going to my house.
And what?
I'm not walking to no one's house ever again. This is the first and last time we're doing that. First and last time.
What's the lesson here?
The lesson here is don't walk into no one's house that you don't know who actually even lives there. That's to be honest.
He just is like, oh my god, he's just a rambler. He's just saying words, but like the words aren't making any sense whatsoever. It's kind of like Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Like, he'll say a sentence, but like the sentence isn't a sentence. It's just a sentence with a bunch of words, and like the words don't make any sense. Oh my god, am I slurring my words? Am I starting to get a list?
He's smiling as he leaves. Could he be thinking he just dodged a bullet?
Exactly, like, it's so funny. He literally thinks he just dodged a bullet. He's probably thinking, damn, I'm gonna be in television, that sucks. But little does he know he's about to get arrested.
Oh, where's the exit?
Right there, straight ahead. Or the police department will explain everything to you right after she answers you back. Give me a phone.
And there he is, he gets arrested! Oh my god, I can't wait to see what he says in the police interview. I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest, he'll probably say, like, sentences but no words. Or is it the other way around, he says words that don't make a sentence? I don't know.
Our garage cam captures the arrest by the Fairfield cops.
Well, I mean, yeah, of course you're under arrest, you're literally in handcuffs. He was probably smirking, thinking he was gonna get away with it. He's like, I'm so lucky, like, oh my god, never again. But then he gets arrested.
Velez appears to be shocked that he was busted. The cops put him in the back seat of an unmarked police car. As they speed toward police headquarters, he's still trying to talk his way out of trouble.
Does he not realize that the more he talks, the more he's gonna get into trouble? And that's what they always do. Like, whenever they're getting confronted, they just speak and speak and speak.
I never even done it before.
Velez is hauled into the station where he's booked, fingerprinted, and photographed.
And there's his mugshot. Yet again, I feel bad for his family members, his friends, and like his fiance. Remember, this man's literally engaged to somebody, so like they're gonna be heartbroken. Do you reckon they're gonna break up with him? I hope they do. Also, this is somebody's son, somebody's friend, somebody's brother, possibly. Well, I mean, in his case, he said he doesn't have any friends.
Now it's the detectives who are telling him to take a seat. Plop down in the green plastic chair in the police interrogation room.
I'm done.
Yup, you are done indeed. Your life is basically going to be thrown away. Also, the video we're reacting to got viewed by 17 million people. I think the population of Northern Ireland is like 2 million. So nearly 10 times the amount of people who live in Northern Ireland have seen this video.
Velez was charged with 3 felonies, but ultimately pleaded guilty to 2. At risk of an injury to a minor and enticing a minor by computer. Plus, he has to register as a sex offender for 10 years.
In America, you can literally look up sex offenders in your area. You can't do that in the UK or Northern Ireland. I low-key wish you could. If you literally go on to like a website in America, you can just click a random location and it'll tell you exactly like the house they're at. It's quite good, isn't it? Like, I feel like we should definitely have it over here.
The sentence, 5 years in prison, suspended after serving 2. Velez won't be dining on submarines anytime soon. Just the usual prison fare at New England's biggest penitentiary.
Okay, so he literally got 5 years for that. Let me look it up. I want to see when this was filmed and put out. Okay, so it says right right there, he was released on April 13th, 2018. But then if I scroll down a tiny bit more, it says he was apparently like rearrested because like he went against his probation. It says he was arrested again in October 2019 for violating his probation. He was found not guilty and was instead ordered to continue his probation. In March 2020, he was arrested again for the breach of peace in 2nd degree. He's currently awaiting trial. I don't know what that is, but what I think it means is that like he was doing stuff that he wasn't meant to. I think whenever you're on the register, you can't really go near schools and nurseries. So maybe he was found near one. Anyways, guys, that is the end of the video. If you want to see me react to more videos like this in the future, let me know. I definitely will. If you are new, hit that big red subscribe button, and just to see all in my next video.